is Steve McMahon, and Rush and Nigel Spackman are the substitutes. Liverpool's Manager of the Year, Kenny Dalglish, that's how he starts the new season. Charlton Athletic, 16 places and a remarkable 48 points inferior to Liverpool last season. They've got Bob Boulder in goal with plenty to prove, a former Liverpool player, but he was always understudy to Grobbelaar and never got a first-team game. 2 is John Humphrey, 3 the former Celtic man Mark Reed, 4 is Andy Peake, and 5 the former Sheffield Wednesday defender and skipper Peter Shercliffe. 6 Paul Miller, formerly of Tottenham, a fluky but crucial goal by him in the last game of the season against Chelsea saved Charlton from the relegation playoffs. 7 is Steve Gritt, 8 Robert Lee, 9 Carl Leeburn, 10 Steve McKenzie, and number 11 Colin Walsh, former Nottingham Forest midfielder. It's his first game since he broke a leg at Newcastle last November. Paul Williams and Mark Stewart are the subs. So a new season is underway. 9 months of pleasure and pain, of twists and turns on the way to the Championship. But only a brave man would bet against the team in the change strip of all silver here today. The champions Liverpool, Charlton in the red shirts and the white shorts. Reed, Walsh planting it in there towards Leeburn. And Barnes there retrieving the situation for Liverpool, finding Aldridge. No, the ball, quite a bit of breeze there behind Liverpool, taking the ball into touch. And the referee today, Lester Shapter from Devon, one of our most experienced ones. In fact, he's got a year's extension. They normally have to stop at the age of 47, but he's got an extra year dispensation from the Football League. Showing some dogged work over by the corner flag and producing the first corner of the game. To taken by Steve McKenzie. Shercliffe's forward. Played short for Walsh. Onto the right foot, no problems there for Grobbelaar, and a goal kick. McMahon, Benison, Walsh, let him go, Aldridge is waiting, Boulder was out. Aldridge might just feel that his first touch wasn't quite good enough, and he might really have made a bit more of that. Colby, Nickel, here's Barnes, taking on Humphrey, onto the right foot, but hits it straight against Shercliffe. Here's Walsh, the long ball forward for Robert Lee, 22-year-olds, losing out to Gillespie. Delightful play by the defender there, finding Barnes in turn with Houghton. Oh, what a good ball there for Aldridge, but the flag is up. Great run there by Ray Houghton, and he, like Ronnie Whelan, prospered from a great summer with the Republic of Ireland in the European Championships. He, of course, was the man who scored the goal that beat England. Away goes Barnes. Gritt is after him. Shercliffe in the middle, but for Liverpool, Aldridge is there! And Liverpool are off the mark. And the man put under pressure by the return of Rush has done it again. Barnes with the cross. A bounce that eluded the Charlton defence, but not the head of Aldridge. Beyond Bob Boulder, And Liverpool are on the march again. Barnes the provider, Aldridge the grateful receiver. Eburn. Comes to Humphrey. Now Robert Lee. Brick for Charlton. The cross coming in. Eburn is there, but not a very good header, really. Beardsley onside, just been played onside by Miller. Noticing that Barnes was coming up at the far post, Humphrey just sticking out the foot, getting a touch. John Barnes with the throw. Beardsley and Bowler. 2 against 2, but Molby standing his ground well. Benison. Humphrey. Eburn. Getting it through to Walsh. Reed. Lee. He's turned Molby well. And Eburn up there with a header. And a goal kick. I think Gillespie may just have slipped for a moment, but at any rate, Eburn's header was exposed there. As Robert Lee did really well. He turned Molby superbly there. There's his little cross. Gillespie slipping underneath it. And a goal kick. Miller gets it back. Shutcliffe. McKenzie. Miller, the long ball forward. They keep trying to hit the head of Eburn. This time he chests it down for Peake and has made a run towards the far post. There's his header. It's only 19. He had just 10 league games last season, failed to score, but went with the England under-20 side to Brazil in the summer. Carl Eburn. With Barnes. Liverpool, who did the double over Charlton last season. Barnes taking that free kick too quickly for the liking of the referee. They won here, and they won at Anfield, but not before Charlton were leading 2-1 with only 20 minutes left. And so Charlton, a side that we know can battle well, and they've got a real battle on their hands now with this goal down. And here's Barnes to Beardsley, stopped by Miller. Gets it back to Whelan. Finds Barnes as the half-time whistle goes. And for all their battling qualities, it's Liverpool who look the more sure-footed of the two teams, getting back in the groove again. And John Aldridge's goal separates the two sides here at half-time. At Selhurst Park then, on the opening day of the season, it's Charlton Athletic 0, Liverpool 1. So Liverpool get the second half underway, leading by a goal to 0. Steve Nicol. And Charlton know really they've got to rekindle their form at the tail end of last season, when indeed they lost only one of their last 11. Having had that disastrous start to the season where, would you believe it, they took only 1 point from their opening 9 games. Now they're a goal down with quite a sizable task on their hands at the moment, but here's Colin Walsh for them. Shirtliff. Mackenzie. Little money really for Charlton to play with. Gates are pretty unimpressive through a season. But here's Lee, and not far away from an equalising goal. Robert Lee, watch him go. The Charlton management have been saying to us all week, and he very nearly found a breakthrough there. Breaking in quickly here, taking it nice on his head, a very sharp angle, but a quick shot at goal, wide of the far post. Robert Lee, the 22-year-old. John Humphrey, Charlton's Player of the Year, and indeed played in every league game last season. Now Beardsley for Liverpool. Boulder was down and took it well from Aldridge. Nice, neat, compact stadium, this one, and always a good atmosphere in it as Lee Byrne finds Lee. Can Lee get a shot on the turn? It's over the top. Charlton not really making a clear chance, but offering a little more than they did in the first half. Barry Venison, long ball towards Aldridge. He's after it, and some good work by Boulder, but he's there by Aldridge. He took the second chance superbly for his second goal of the game. What a fabulous ball through it was, though, from Venison. And here's Aldridge. Boulder does well there with a good reaction. Sadly for him, though, it falls straight to Aldridge again, who makes no mistake. So John Aldridge, goal number 2. Who talks about pressure with the return of Ian Rush? 29 last season, top scorer, and off with a great start on the first game of this season with 2. Certainly a great sprint by Aldridge. The first 4 or 5 yards after that long ball had been played forward, even Ian Rush wouldn't have bettered that. Now how? They're really getting into their stride now, Liverpool. There's Aldridge again. That looked like a handball and spotted by the referee. It looked as though it started as an accidental one, but then I think there was perhaps a little bit more to it than that. Burn down to Lee, picking out Walsh. Reed, cut out by Morby. There's the long ball again, trying to get Beardsley away, lurking in the middle once more, John Aldridge. Barnes coming up from the back. Aldridge is there for the hat-trick and makes it. What a reaction. Who's heard about Ian Rush? Bob Boulder beaten 3 times by the man they said would lose his place when Rush returned, John Aldridge. Great ball played out of defence again, and in the end, that was the simplest of the 3, but they all count. Beardsley's work was excellent. Barnes came in strong as you like. And there's Aldridge. What a smile. And why not? It's all up for Charlton. 3 down now. Holby. Oh, just wide. The defender showing some of his more natural instincts there as a midfield player. Jan Molby loves to get into that sort of position. And Liverpool at the moment in danger of running riot, and when you think they've still got to slot Ian Rush in, to say nothing of Alan Hansen into their side. Molby just wide. It looks like he may have got a fingertip touch from Boulder. Now Peake, good striker of a ball. Walsh, Peake again. Britt. Peake. Leeburn. Can Lee get on the far side? Grobbelaar. It hit his chest. He knew very little about it. Very nearly an effective strike there by Robert Lee. In the meantime, Beardsley now taking it up for Liverpool, looking for goal number 4. Stopped that time by Miller. Here's Houghton. On. And a goal kick. And the substitution about to be made. They're taking off Peter Beardsley. And Ian Rush. £2.8 million from Juventus as Beardsley goes, and the love affair that he has with Liverpool and their fans continues as Ian Rush comes back to the English football scene. And what a record he had there in his days at Liverpool. 139 goals in 224 league games, fabulous scoring rate. And Ian Rush is back. Holby. Come on. Oh, some ball that. Benison picking it up. Ball slickly played in for Houghton. Crossed again, but offside that time against Rush. Referring again to the lookalikes, that is Ian Rush, or is it John Aldridge? And that's John Aldridge, or is it Ian Rush? They are so alike. Lee, Gillespie, Whelan. Nice economical stuff here. One-touch play, beautiful stuff as Rush releases Houghton. Rush looks to get back, a brilliant save! And Rush foiled there by the brilliance of Bob Boulder when it looked as though he might get back on the score sheets in his opening game back in England. Met it perfectly, superbly tipped away by the goalkeeper. Barnes, the flag is up this time and offside. Free kick to Charlton. 2 minutes left. last seconds of the game now, as the referee looks at the watch. It's with Houghton. Houghton again for Liverpool. Venison, the final whistle. And a great start for Liverpool. A day of triumph for the man they thought would be under most pressure when Ian Rush returned, John Aldrich, the hat-trick man. And getting the congratulations there from Ian Rush. Back in English football again after that £2.8 million transfer from Juventus, on as a substitute. And it's true Liverpool will face sterner tests than this, but it's been an impressive performance by them. And we have a new championship off and running again. And the message for everybody else in the First Division and around the world is that formidable Liverpool machine is still in perfect working order.